So which side of Peachtree City is better to live on? The north side or the south side?
This is David and Amy Vendor, the Vendor Group, serving all your real estate needs in the South Metro Atlanta area. So we're going to find out today which is better for you, living on the north side of Peachtree City or the south side.
So that is a question that we get all the time from people that are relocating to the area. And it really depends on what you're looking for and what's important to you. Before we get into the details and the things that might be important, let's talk about what the geography and our directions.
So for this video, what we're going to define as north side and south side is north of Highway 54 and south of Highway 54.
Yeah, there's going to be some people, there's a little section south of 54 that we refer to, and you'll see in listings as the heart of Peachtree City, and really thought of more as the central, but for the sake of this video, it is south side of Peachtree City.
So babe, what's first on our list?
So first is convenience.
This one is easy. Hands down, north side of Peachtree City is more convenient to Atlanta and the airport. If you're going down to Atlanta and the airport on a regular basis, you're going to save 15 to 20 minutes each way. So that's 30 to 40 minutes a day commuting.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that live on the south side of Peachtree City that commute every day to Atlanta and to the airport. But if you're relocating to Peachtree City and drive time is very important to you and you want to shorten that, you want to concentrate on the north side of Peachtree City.
So next on the list is terrain. The north side of Peachtree City is more hilly and the south side of Peachtree City is more flat.
Yeah, so it is gorgeous when you're driving on the north side of town. You have that hilly terrain. It's beautiful, but we have some people that they want to walk a lot. They want to cycle or jog, and we have the beautiful 100 miles of multi-use paths that they can use, but on the north side, those paths are going to be a lot more hilly.
Strenuous.
Yeah.
If you want to do it for exercise and get in good shape, the north side's really great. If you want to do it for a more relaxed, going out and just enjoying the day, you might want to be on the south side. Now, basements.
Yes.
Here in Georgia, from all our friends up in the Northeast, when you have a basement in Georgia, it means you're on a hill. Almost all, I've only seen one house that doesn't do this, but are walkout basements. We have basements in Georgia because you're on a hill. So there's a lot more basements on the north side of Peachtree City.
The other factor is you're going to have a lot more steep driveways. Mm-hmm. Now you also have some that the house seems like it's almost down in a hole, which is not hugely desirable to a lot of our clients, and nor are these steep driveways. But you've got a lot of people coming from the north and they take a look at that steep driveway and they're like, there's no way. But you've got to remember, and you still may not like it, but you got to remember, we don't get a lot of snow or a lot of ice. And if we do, you're in Georgia.
So in the last 10 years, how many days, the amount of days of ice and snow we've had, I can count on one hand.
Yes. And when you have ice or snow in Georgia, everything stops. So you won't be going anywhere anyway.
So next on the list is retail and restaurants.
Yeah, so remember, Peachtree City, if you've watched any of our other videos, it's built on the village concept. So every village is going to have a grocery store. There's going to be some restaurants, and there's going to be some retail. But the large concentration of retail is mainly on the north side. Now you have the Avenue.
Which is basically right in the middle.
Yes, it really is, just south of 54. And then you've got Kedron Village has a large shopping center with Target and Bed Bath & Beyond and Kirkland's.
And there's some great restaurants up there too.
Yes.
Palmer's is one of my favorite.
And the Beirut we love.
The Beirut's awesome.
Yes. But when we were talking about restaurants, so there are some great restaurants on the south side, but for the most part, your sit down, date night restaurants are going to be on the north side.
Or in the middle. They're going to be in the middle or on the north side.
North of 54 though. Yeah. So next on the list is Parks and Recreation.
Not the TV show.
Yeah. So, and that is something that most of our clients relocating to Peachtree City talk about, especially if they're coming from a colder climate. They love the idea that they can spend more time outside with their family.
And the south side has 2 lakes and a lot of other parks too. We've got soccer fields and baseball fields.
Yeah, you've got tot lots. You have, and those you'll find all over, mixed throughout the neighborhoods. It'll just be a little area where you can take your tots to play. And you've got the athletic complex. You've got MOBA that has the soccer training, and there's quite a bit on the south side of town.
Now that's not to say there's nothing on the north side.
Yeah.
They have a lot of parks too, just not as many. They've got one beautiful lake, Lake Kedron, but there does seem to be more outdoor activities on the south side.
Yes.
So for our big kids that like to go outside and play, we've got 2 great golf courses. We got Flat Creek on the north side of town, and we got Braylon Golf Course on the south side of town. Go play them both and enjoy.
And for you tennis lovers, you've got tennis courts, you've got the tennis center, and then on the north side and the south side, you have tennis courts that are open to the public. So next on the list, and we've gotten this question
we get a lot.
multiple times from people that are looking online at homes, luxury homes. Are there more luxury homes on the north side of Peachtree City? Now, for the sake of this video,
there seems to be.
We're going to talk about luxury price point of $700,000 plus. Now, if you're watching this and you live in Peachtree City and you live on the south side of town, I do know there are some beautiful
gorgeous neighborhoods and homes down there.
There's some beautiful luxury homes on the south side of Peachtree City. But if you come in and you're on the north side of Peachtree Parkway, there is one neighborhood after the other that would qualify as a luxury neighborhood. And I think that's what a lot of people see. So it's right after the other. So for the sake of this, I will say there probably is a little more on the north side of town.
So final on our list, which is usually very important to a lot of people, are schools.
Yes, that's usually, if it's a family relocating to Peachtree City, schools is typically number one. And if you've done any research at all on schools in Peachtree City, you'll know that they're highly ranked.
You really can't lose no matter where you go. But what it comes down to a lot of times, especially for our high school kids, is if they have a bent towards something, a particular sport or music or whatever it is, a lot of times we will recommend that our buyers go and interview the different schools.
And we recommend that you go and you meet the principal. Most of the schools, especially now that we're past most of the COVID issues, most of the schools are very open. I suggest you make an appointment, but call them up and go visit. That has been very helpful to multiple clients,
So
whether you're elementary, middle, or high school.
So if your kid is bent toward football or soccer or marching band, one high school over the other might be better for you.
Yeah, it might stand out. And if you ask somebody that lives on the north side, they're probably going to say the north side, that the McIntosh School District is better. And if they live on the south side, they're probably going to tell you that the Stars Mill is better. And that's because they're biased.
So to give you kind of a visual idea of what's better, the north side or the south side of Peachtree City, it's kind of a matter of preference. You might like Coke, you might like Pepsi. It's all up to your matter of taste.
And if you're in Georgia, you have to like Coke, but I don't know which Coke represents here. So it really is just a matter of getting to know the area, and we would love to help you with that and find out what's important to you, and that may determine what area of Peachtree City you want to concentrate on.
Or you might a lot of our clients end up going someplace else in the South Metro Atlanta area. But check out our information below, call us, text us, email us, and we'll get right back to you.
And if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. We'd love to stay in touch.